What's going on, everyone? All right, so today let's talk about James Gunn's quote-unquote cinematic history and what he's done with Marvel and what he's doing with DC. So check this out, all right? So for everybody that's saying, well, James Gunn knows how to cook and he knows what he's doing, let's check out some numbers and let's look at this with facts, because, you know, some of y'all can't tolerate that. Now, check this out. When James Gunn was with Marvel doing Guardians of the Galaxy, what happened? The first movie made $770 million at the box office. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 made $863 with 76 cents. That's wild, right? And then Guardians of the Galaxy 3 made $845 million with 6 cents. That is crazy, right? And this is what happens when James Gunn was with Marvel and with Disney. So I give him credit, you know? I'm not gonna say that I'm not. He was doing his thing over there at Marvel with Disney. That's the whole Disney formula. Now let's fast forward and let's see what happens and what he's been doing here with DC. His first official IP that he made for WB under the DC brand, which was The Suicide Squad back in 2021. All right, first let's look at it. The budget for The Suicide Squad was $185 million. All right, keep that in mind. When they filmed and everything was done, in the US and in Canada, it made $55.8 million. Right? That's two countries together, bringing a total box office worldwide of $168.7 million. It lost money. You see what I'm saying? This is what happens, and this is what James Gunn brings to WB with the DC brand. He's not fixing anything. He's not making profit. And don't come at me with the pandemic excuse. That's already played out. It flopped and it tanked. That's his first movie that he did here at WB. And everything else has just been streaming. Peacemaker, Creature Commandos, and those numbers are fabricated. You can't convince me. You cannot fool me and tell me otherwise. Those numbers are fake. And when we got back in 2016 with David Ayer, of course, this is not the Ayer cut, but it's, WB's Studio Squad, the studio version of Suicide Squad. That one made $749 million. That right there are facts. With James Gunn, there's no solution. He's not going to make bank with Superman. That movie is DOA. Cry all you want, complain all you want. We, the real true fans, customers, and consumers, will keep our wallets closed, and they will remain closed. Because until WB doesn't give us what we want, which is for them to restore the Snyderverse and release the Ayer cut, we will not give them any more money. You have to realize that WB with the DC brand needs Zack Snyder, because that's what was making them money. Otherwise, everything continues to sink. But this is what James Gunn is doing, right? As always, hit that subscribe, drop your comments, and until next time.